This is Gazania rigens, variety rigens, okay? Gazania is easy to tell simply by the foliage. You've got a really dark glossy green foliage on top. It's relatively rigid with a raised or depressed midrib. Then you flip it over and it's got a really nice white or gray type foliage because of the pubescence again, okay? You can kind of rub some of that off again. And the midrib is highly raised on the back side, right? And then a lot of times on younger foliage, most of the time you see this foliage where it's just a relatively simple leaf. There's no really lobing or anything. But then a lot of times on the more juvenile foliage, or the foliage that's down toward the base, you see this little lobing here. There'll be either one or two sets of lobes on this particular plant. The petioles are relatively thick and wide, somewhat winged to some extent. Okay? And then you see the flower structures. And unfortunately they're not open right now, but they will open up when the sun hits them a little bit more brightly. And these can be yellows, oranges, browns. Mostly those are the colors that you see in Gazania. Okay? Very showy flowers. The petals are extremely dissected from one another, and you see this sort of a thick, swollen structure that occurs right at the base of the flower. And then again, you've got disc and ray flowers on this particular plant. Most of the time, the disc or the ray flowers are the attractive part, and then the ray disc flowers will be more of a brownish tannish color. Okay, and a lot of times, right there on the base of the petals, where the disc flowers meet the ray flowers, or the ray flowers meet the disc flowers, there's a darker color that occurs. Okay, so it almost gives it at least a two-colored look, if not tricolored. Okay.
Whenever it opens up, are the petals still pointed like that, or are those just curled up?
They're just curled up a little bit. They'll be less pointed, but they're still somewhat dissected from one another. Okay.
Do you have a picture of it? Or?
Well, I don't have one right now. That's as close as I can get you. That's
okay.
This one's getting ready to open.
Are they all like that color, or are there different varieties of colors?
There are different colors, but most of them, like I said, yellows, oranges, sort of tannish browns.
Why some of the flower and foliage are silver?
You can actually mine silver out of these plants.
That's right. That's right. You can. No, Dr. Arnold's been painting these poles. Drip paint.